Hey up guys, just another DVD and Blu-ray update. And first of all, I got Rain Over Me. This is one of the most powerful stories or powerful films I've ever watched. It's basically about a guy called Charlie, and he loses all his family. All his family die in in the September 11th terrorist attacks. They was on one of the planes, and he's really messed up. Big time. He's one of the most messed up characters I've ever seen in any film. And he used to go dental school with Johnson, and they knew each other for like 2 years or something like that. They shared the room with each other, and Johnson tried to get in touch with Charlie a lot of times, but he failed in it. He didn't know where he was or anything like that. And he actually sees him out of the blue, and he's riding on his scooter thing. And Charlie goes past because he's got his headphones in, so he couldn't hear him actually shouting him. And they bump into each other, I think, in a DIY shop. And he's like, hey, Charlie, how's it going? Are you okay? And Charlie's like, who are you? I don't even know who he is. I knew him for 2 years. And he's just messed up, you don't understand how messed up he is. And it's just one of the most brilliant films I've ever watched. It's only there's only been 3 films in the past what I've watched what's made me upset, including this, Green Mile, and Dead Man's Shoes. So it's just one of them films, but it's got a good ending, guys. It's not all depressing, put it that way. I wanted to give a shout out to a Scottish film fan because he actually had this in one of his updates, so he brought it to me, attention. So definitely check out his channel. Rain Over Me, guys, is just an amazing film. It can get on Blu-ray as well. Next up is Knocked Up. I've seen this film just knocking around the shops, on the online stores and stuff, at a cheap price, cost me £6. And I'm really a fan of these American comedies, starring Seth Rogen and stuff, because him, that Michael Cera, Jonah Hill, the guy what plays McLovin, they've collaborated a lot in different films, and they always make decent films, and really funny ones. This is not just a comedy, it's actually, based on a serious story, They have a one-night stand with each other and she ends up pregnant, and what does she do? It's just a really good film. It's a bit long, it drags on just a little bit, but I definitely enjoyed it, and I'll watch it again for sure. Definitely worth the price, I know, it's £6, you can't go wrong. Next up is Kidulthood. Not a lot of adults will really understand what this film's all about. They'll probably think it's poorly made, but I really enjoy it. It's a good film. It's really talking about what it's like for a teenager who's at school, or like a young adult. Just a good film. It really is insightful, you know what I mean? I advise anyone, people my age or older, will definitely know what this is all about. And if there's any older people what's never heard of this film, check it out. But watch Kidulthood before you watch Adulthood, because you'll be in sync with the story. And with this edition, what I've got, you actually get a CD with some of the tracks from the actual film, and there's a lot of decent tracks what I enjoy anyway. Next up is Harry Brown, and this is one of the most eagerly anticipated films for me. What I've bought. I just couldn't wait to watch it. I really enjoyed it, guys. Quite a powerful story as well, Michael Palin, who plays Harry Brown, he's like an old bloke. He lives in all this in a tower block flats, and there's all these kids, just causing trouble. And you see him one time, and he's walking to go visit his wife in hospital, and he could either go down the alleyway or the subway, what would be a lot quicker, or he'd have to walk around. And he always walks around because he don't want to bump into these kids what he's scared of. And sadly his wife dies, and he always ends up going pub with his friend. And sadly his friend gets abused by all these kids. They go up to his house to shout stuff at him, they put shit through his letterbox and light it in a bag, so his house is nearly setting on fire. And there's one time when they're in the pub with each other, and he's like, Harry, I'm losing it, I can't tolerate this anymore. And he pulls out a massive knife, and he's like, I'm going to get him. And Harry Brown, who used to be in the Marines, and he's a bit of a dodgy character type thing, he's like, put it away, you don't need to do that, tell the cops. And he's like, I've gone to the cops before, they're not doing anything. And so, that night, the kids actually go back to that old man's house and do the same thing again. And he goes and confronts him. He goes down this mad subway, confronts him, and they actually kill him. They kill him with the knife that he actually had, and beat him to, just beat him to death brutally, and Harry Brown sets out for revenge, and it's just a really, really good film. It's 10 out of 10 all the way. And there's actually the lad what's in the band, Plan B, and he's really talented, this guy, at music and acting, really good. Yeah, it's just a top class film, and you know, Michael Caine, he's knocking on 80. It's amazing how he can do these roles. You know, looks really healthy for his age, anyway. And last of all is Defiance. I haven't watched this film, guys, but I've just heard a lot of good things about it, and it looks amazing. I've actually watched trailers of it, and the problem is with Daniel Craig these days is that if he's in the film, people are going to be thinking, oh, that's James Bond. But, you know, it looks like he's nailed this performance because he has to do like a different language and stuff like that, and he sounds a bit different. And there's also a guy called Jamie Bell, and Jamie Bell's in Billy Elliot, and he's also in like the Green Day video When September Ends, and he's in a lot of decent other films. A really talented guy, that Jamie Bell, and I just can't wait to watch this. And if anyone's actually watched it, please let me know what you think. Basically, I've been told this is like a hit, you know, like a hidden gem, like, you know, not a film what people talk about, but if they watch it, they'll really enjoy it. So thanks for watching my update, guys, and definitely check out Scottish Film Fans channel, and check out this film, and this film, Without a Doubt. So thanks for watching, guys, and take care.